with an opening statement from Coach Clark.
I think the saying is third time's a charm, but obviously it took us 4. So, Texas State competed their tails off. They have had a great season, and obviously since we have an alumni over there too, that makes it a little bit more special. But, celebrating their season, and it's been a challenge every time that we've played them, and to come up big tonight, I think we really, our backs were against the wall, and we just kind of kept trying to talk in the huddles about how can we make adjustments. We've been pressing and trying so hard in so many big situations with runners on, and hitting is contagious, and I think we saw that as soon as we were able to open it up. Good things happen. So really, really happy with how we competed. We stayed in it. Our whole goal today was just to really fight through it and get ourselves to Championship Sunday. So really proud of the group.
Questions? Suzanne?
Hi, this is for, I guess, Caitlin or Selena. You all had some key miscues that led to their runs, and then you came back and helped win the game for Texas. Can you talk about what's going through your mind? Do you want to make up for what happened, or do you even think about that?
I kind of just wanted to use my last at-bat of the game to just over-adjust and make things happen. I think I had that focus in my mind the whole time. Aside whatever happened before the game wasn't really on my mind.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about what had happened before. I was just thinking about that bat at that time, that pitch, that moment, so I wasn't thinking about that at all.
To either of you two, or Selena or Caitlin, what did you guys see on that during your last at bats? Because I noticed you guys had a hard time really hitting off of Quincy, a lot of grounders, infield grounders. What did you guys see during your at bats?
So the entire game, I was trying to hit up mid opposite field the entire game. So what I did in my last at bat was what I was trying to do every at bat. And so my last at bat, I was just like, I'm going to be late. Like, just stay calm and be late, and it showed up.
The previous at bat I had, I bunted, so I was able to see where the pitch was going and how well it was dropping. So just sitting late and adjusting is kind of what I came up there with.
Further questions?
Connie, can you talk about, I guess you did, how resilient they were, and did you all ever think, well, we're down 3-0 and this kind of just sucks, kind of thing?
I don't know if those were my exact thoughts, but I just, I think it was frustrating just because we, felt like we needed to make adjustments. Rupp is a very, very good pitcher. Obviously, Rupp didn't start the game, and with Charleston, it was a matter of just trying to, again, get back in it. And she was throwing, I think a lot of balls out of the zone, quite honestly. That was the other thing. We were trying to do too much instead of, like K-Wash was talking about, just back the ball up, see it deep. And we talked about that before going into that inning where we finally opened it up is, you need to be selective but aggressive, and really make them try to make her elevate the ball a little bit. Obviously, huge leadoff walk from Long, and we went right into that mode. It was almost like the light bulb just went on completely with that selective, aggressive approach, and again, then it became contagious.
I have something to say with that. I definitely know she wasn't like, oh gosh, this sucks, like we're not hitting, because she came into the huddle and you could tell everybody was getting really frustrated with themselves, and we just wanted to hit and start producing runs, and she came in the huddle, she was really positive and was like, don't get frustrated, don't get down, we're going to figure this out, just stay on the attack. And I feel like everybody responded to that good, and they were just like, yeah, take a deep breath and we'll eventually get there. So I think that was a really good point of the game.
Connie, you came in here as number 3 seed. You beat Texas State. Get over that. You talk about championship Sunday. So now, do you feel like you're playing on house money, going against former rival, or how do you feel about your team going in that game?
I think it's all about momentum, and we haven't had a lot of momentum this year. We've done some really good things. We've had some really bright spots, but we have struggled getting momentum, grabbing it by the throat, and going for it. And if you can get that done at the right time, really good things can happen late. And, we did talk about that even before, this morning before we got going, that, hey, for us, quite honestly, I mean, I've been through this enough, these kids haven't necessarily, but when you get into having to do it the hard way, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult when you play that earlier one and then, you lose on that same day and then you've got to figure it out. You've got a game break to figure it out and come back and you kind of have the I gottas. And I liked our layout. We got to play back-to-back. We're set up to play back-to-back. I mean, we're blessed to have a pitching staff this year. We were thin there last year with some injuries, and, we talked about that too. If you've got a staff, this type of situation for it to be hard is set up for us. So let's get some momentum, and we'll feed it right into Game 2, and obviously we want to take that into Championship Sunday.
Honey, did y'all expect Rep to play after she pitched earlier today in 12 innings last night? I
did. When she didn't start, and I think they did that in the tournament a week ago as well, I felt like we'd see her. I thought when we threatened a little bit that we'd see her come out of the bullpen. So, everybody has their own inside information. Not sure why we didn't, but I was a little surprised by that. But, she's had a heck of a season regardless, and, I know she's given them everything, obviously, that she's had in the tank. She's really thrown a ton for them and done a great job.
And then as for your staff, have you made a decision on who goes tomorrow afternoon?
No, I want to celebrate this for about 20 minutes, and then we'll figure that out.
Anything further? Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.